Right from the childhood, my ambition was to become a great innovator. So innovation was actually in my blood. I wanted to innovate. Turns out that I realized that to do that, I need to become a good engineer. And I should take the degrees from the best colleges. So going to IISc, doing an engineering degree, and then going to US and taking a PhD in chemistry. These are all part of the process which was very clear to me. And then the day came when it was exciting day that I got my job. And the job was to be a scientist at Union Carbide in US. This was like pretty much like a dream come true, that this is what I wanted to accomplish. 4 years into the job, I realized something is wrong, something absolutely radically wrong. I had patents, I had papers to publish, I had all these things, everything what a scientist can ever imagine. But I was very unhappy. The reason why I was unhappy because I did not see the innovations which I was doing into the market. And that time I realized for the first time that what I wanted was not being scientist, but I wanted to be an entrepreneur. The specialty chemical and performance chemical is one of the fastest growing business, and India has a very big role to play in that. It's a big industry which is going to be around $1 trillion by the year 2030. This is the industry which requires a lot of innovation and what in-depth knowledge of chemistry and synthetic chemistry. And India, having a large pool of chemists, will have a premium position in the world market. And I believe that in course of time, like IT, the specialty chemical business will be dominated by Indians and Indian companies. And therefore, to get a foothold in this industry through silicon was a great idea for us.
What we did was, initially we started with the basic silicon oil, which was only dimethyl polysiloxane, the very simplest of the molecules. And then we went on adding more and more products and more customers. Every 2 or 3 years we would add a new set of customers and a new set of products, which will help us consolidate our position in the Indian market. The times were very tough. In those days the import duties were very high. Finance was not that easy. The government was undergoing its own problems because of foreign currency crisis. Several of our import materials were available with more than 200% LC margins. The only thing that was going for us was youth enthusiasm and our degrees and our confidence. The only thing was, we are seeing a light at the other end of the tunnel because we were able to manufacture product, and we had a few set of customers who are willing to buy from us in spite of all these difficulties.
So we at Elkate make about 85 to 100 products at any given time, and we make or we always have about 15 products in new product development which are being developed for customers. The uniqueness of this is that we make sure that we develop customer-centric and innovative products for our customers to meet their exact requirements. We play in a very niche area and market many times where there are a lot of products which have been maybe discontinued by some of the other vendors. Many products which are actually import substitutes, which are very difficult to get in the Indian market and even often in the markets abroad. And we also sometimes are developing something completely different and something completely new for our customers. So for this, we work very closely with our customers to make sure that they get the exact product that they want. We have a state-of-the-art pharmaceutical plant today, which has been constructed in our facility at Lote. This plant, while it will make 2 products we'll be making for a very long time, gives us the ability to also expand further into pharmaceutical and medical grade silicons, which are a thing of the future, especially with the ability of silicons to be put into medical devices and applications. So we at LK since 2001 have had ISO 9001, now 2015, implemented at all of our sites. We also use an ERP, or we use SAP to be able to ensure the traceability of all our products, and to ensure we keep very good track and run a very tight inventory, finished goods management, and even raw materials management. We also run customer resource management and CRMs tools to be able to keep track of our customers and our customer interactions. And this has proven very useful, especially in the last couple of years as our customer base has increased very, very rapidly.
We have full-fledged R&D and marketing teams to help our customers with pre-sales queries such as selection of equivalent products, selection of the right product, the dosages, and regulatory documentation. After sales, we have a post-sales technical services team which helps the customer with their application related queries. We also have a separate dispatch and shipping team which helps the customer with their different packing requirements and also gives them options for their shipping and trucking. We have a technical services team for after sales customer queries related to application and process. Also, in case the customer sends us a complaint, we log it into our central system. Every morning, the system sends out an email to all the department heads, alerting them to the active customer complaints. All the minor complaints are resolved within 48 hours, and every 2 weeks we have a cross-functional department head meeting to discuss and resolve any pending complaints. Hence, we ensure that no complaint is left outstanding for more than 14 days.
Since inception, we have procured several awards. Some of the very important ones are GS Parquet Best Silicon Fluid Manufacturing Process Award. Then this is a MCCI award. After that, we have gotten Jamnalal Bajaj Uchit Vyavhar Puraskar Award, which was also a very prestigious award for the company. Also, we got MCCI Golden Maharashtra MSME Award, Scotch Merit Award of top 200 MSME companies was again a prestigious award which we got last year, and also Dun & Bradstreet Award for Best Chemical SME and also Most Innovative Chemical Company. These are some of the good awards and which has really boosted morale of the company.
I think one of the major achievements I would like to list is we have created an organization in which anybody who is associated with it, whether as a supplier, customer, employee, or any other associate, feels proud and satisfied that they are working for an organization which is fair and ethical in every respect.
Transition from being a scientist to an entrepreneur is a long process, long-term process, and it requires a lot of learnings and equally important, a lot of unlearnings. The lot of things which you learn as a scientist becomes a detriment as an entrepreneur, and therefore you have to do unlearning, and the process of unlearning must be understood very well. Respect for the individual and touch of excellence. These are two very important aspects which should guide you across your journey for the successful entrepreneurship.
Ethics and integrity. If you are trying to take some shortcuts or taking some short-term objectives, it is very likely that you will fail in most of those cases rather than making it a success. There have been so many instances in our journey over the last 30 years where it was very tempting to go in for a short-term solution to a problem, but we always resisted that temptation